Hey, what's up guys? It's Rick with the Digital Divide, and this weekend there was a big toy expo convention at my mall that is right down the street from where I live, so I figured I'd check it out. I like collecting old stuff from my youth. I remember going to Toys R Us when I was a kid and getting a new video game or toy, and it was super exciting, so it just brings back some good memories. Alright, so we're gonna head to the mall now. I am right down the street from this mall, but surprisingly, I don't think I've been inside of it since I've moved here, except to go to the movies. As soon as I walked in, I guess I went into the back entrance of the mall because it was completely dead. I didn't think anyone was in here at first, but I eventually found the action. There was just a bunch of Goofy figures. I guess this person really liked Goofy. We've got some Masters of the Universe stuff, some He-Man figures. These are all like miniature versions of them. Up here we have a really cool Batmobile. This was in the Flash movie. We have an It figure. Power Ranger stuff. This is like a Lord Zed helmet is what it looks like. Underneath here, we have a bunch of X-Men stuff. X-Men's really hot right now because of the success of the Disney Plus show and because of the upcoming Deadpool 3, which is going to feature Wolverine. Now, this one was on my list. It's the Black Symbiote Spider-Man, but they were asking $55, which is kind of ridiculous for this. Moving on, I found Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Poppin' Pin Bowling. It's like a mini bowling set for kids still in the box, which is kind of cool. I found this really awesome Galactus figure, 14-inch, but I passed on that. I found this Power Rangers book. It just had a bunch of stickers inside of it. Not interested in that. Some Witchblade stuff. Then I found a pile of N64 games, and I got really excited until I realized that these are all Japanese carts. Literally, the entire stack here is all Japanese stuff, which is fine if you collect that. I don't. Now at the table next to this, I found a Gen 3 Mighty Max, and this is one that I have been looking for forever. It's like the zombie hand, and this is so hard to find. It's only missing 2 pieces. I got it for 20 bucks, so excited about that. And here we have just a ton of Wonder Woman stuff. Here's a magazine-sized reprint of the first appearance of Wonder Woman, which I've never seen. I have a reprint, but not a magazine-sized. I don't know why they made it that big, but this person also had just a ton of Wonder Woman figures and all sorts of stuff, some comic books, some tins, just all kinds of Wonder Woman stuff. Next to that, there was a guy who, I guess he has these like slabs of wood and he burns into them reproduction artwork from comic books. He had some reproduction marquee artwork for some like arcade cabinets as well that are burned into the wood, which was kind of cool. This table is a complete mystery to me. I have no idea what any of this stuff is. It looks like Hot Topic kind of dolls, but they all look very expensive and nice. It's just not something I'm into. The next table had a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. He had 2 of these. They're metal heads. This one, the head is completely loose. The other one is not, but both of them were missing the belt and all the accessories, so I passed on those. I found these anime-inspired Captain America and Iron Man figures. And then I ran into some video games, which got me excited, except for these carts. These are all sports stuff. Here's Legend of Zelda, but he was asking 50 bucks and it's in really bad shape. Here's GoldenEye for 20 bucks. Surprisingly, I don't already have that. I'm going to need to clean that up if I pick it up. He's got some SNES games, some really good ones too. Looks like a Nintendo 3DS XL, original NES games, a couple of consoles here. The purple PS4 controller caught my eye at first until I realized that it's a third-party, like, knockoff controller. The white PSP was cool. Game Boy Color in turquoise was really cool to see. This table just had a lot of really cool video game things. So moving on, I found some amazing Star Trek stuff. They had like an Enterprise from the 90s, a Borg ship, all in the original boxes from the early 90s, unopened, which really got me excited. There were some Simpsons figures here. This gigantic Millennium Falcon. There was an X-Wing above that. This T-Rex from Jurassic Park, I was so close to buying this, but ultimately passed. Now, this was the coolest table that I saw in the entire show. These are all like Game Boy Advances or Game Boy Colors. They're just empty shells, and they've been repurposed and recreated as beautiful artwork from Pokemon and other nerd-related properties. There's a bunch of plushes in the table next to that. And then I found a bunch of like metal figures. They had TMNT here, Spider-Man, and then some Disney stuff as well. These are like the Star Wars version of Mighty Max. These open up and there's like a little play set in each one of those. I didn't have those growing up, so I don't have the nostalgia for them. Then just a lot of additional He-Man stuff, and then all kinds of pops. So whatever kind of pop you're looking for, it was at this show. Then there was a bunch of Monopoly stuff as well. This one was kind of cool. I think it's from Game of Thrones, if I'm not mistaken. And then another wall full of pops. As I was leaving, I found this Daredevil that was super tempting. It's from the Marvel Hall of Fame series, which I don't have any of those. I don't collect those. Some Godzilla stuff, and then some X-Men stuff. Here's a Spider-Woman. All right, so after that, I went home to take a look at all the goodies that I found. And this was my haul, guys. I didn't get a ton of stuff, but I got a little bit of everything. The thing I was probably most excited for was this Mighty Max Gen 3. It's just a really, really cool set that you don't find very often. I love how you open it up by breaking the finger. And then when you open up the hand, it's like a graveyard inside, and it has a bunch of the little zombie guys that are all still intact. Again, it's only missing 2 of the figures. This tree opens up, and there's a bunch of ghouls in there and what have you. But that is my first Gen 3. I also found this little guy. This is part of the mini heads. This was complete. Now, this dinosaur head I initially thought was empty, so I was going to pass on it, but when I opened it up, it has the little caveman guy in there, and that figure by itself cost more than I paid for the entire set here, so I picked that up as well. It was only $5. And then I got another Mighty Max. This one is complete. This one they gave away at McDonald's if you bought a Happy Meal back in the 90s. It's not a great set, but it was only $5 and it's complete, so I picked it up. And so I picked up 4 new Mighty Max sets, and I'm just going to add that to my ridiculous tower of Mighty Max toys. And then I found the wonderful 101 for the Wii U. I only paid $10 for that, which is a really great deal and a really fun game. I picked up Resident Evil Director's Cut for the PlayStation 1 in great shape, a copy of Spyro the Dragon #1 Loose. I picked up GoldenEye, which is dirty. I ended up cleaning it up and making a box for it, and this is how the box turned out. I do a lot of reproduction stuff like this. And then I picked up a graded card. This is the first graded card that I picked up. It's a Pokemon Gen 1 card. It's graded at a 9.0. It's a Geodude from 1999, and as you can see here, it's a first edition, so any first edition I find for a good price, I'm going to pick it up. Now, I also picked up Superman, the Man of Steel, #18. This is the first appearance of Doomsday. I picked up a copy of Ghost Rider. This is issue number 54. I'm trying to complete the whole first run of that series. I also picked up Amazing Spider-Man #312. This is just a really cool McFarlane cover. Whenever I find a McFarlane cover, I usually pick it up. And then I picked up this. This is an Enterprise, a complete reproduction, and the NCC 1701, I believe, in the box, unopened. I think it's from 95, if I'm not mistaken. It still has the value stamp on the back, which is really, really cool. Yes, this is from 1995. And to see this brand new in the box is cool. I also picked up a Borg ship. This is the complete in the box around the same time, also collector's edition. This is number 9,000 something. I don't know how many they made. I wonder if the other one is also a limited edition. Yeah, it is. So it's got a number there, but I don't know how many were made. So there's probably a lot made. So that's everything I found today. That's going to do it for me for this video. As always, thank you for watching. If you picked up any cool thrift finds this weekend, feel free to share in the comments below.